So Steve Kerr and Chris Broussard said some really interesting things as it pertains to the future of the NBA and if it will be the Celtics and the Warriors for many, many years to come. So before we get to Denise, Jason, and JR, just to add some factual logic into this, here are the contracts for, well, it's Barry Bonds. But, I mean, if he came back, wouldn't he really take the Cavs to the finals? He could be better than Tristan
Barry
Thompson.
can play a very solid power forward if he needed to in today's NBA.
The Warriors contracts, this is graphic 12, I believe, via Basketball Reference.
Is that what graphic 12 is? That could be back graphic 12.
Is it really?
Oh, what's graphic Warriors
bad.
contracts?
Confirmed that was graphics 12. Graphic 12.
Is it graphic
Last
11 or
day- last
13?
day vibes.
Hey, well, let's start with the Celtics, shall we?
I'll take any of these.
Okay.
So the Celtics are good for at least the next 2 years because the only real player options to come are Gordon Hayward in 4, Al Horford and Kyrie Irving in 3. Jason Tatum is on his rookie deal. The team is going to control him for at least another 3+ years. So the future is looking like it for the Boston Celtics.
Right.
For the Golden State Warriors, however, this is where it gets a little tricky because Kevin Durant is going to be an upcoming free agent. They locked in Stephen Curry for, oh my God, he's making $45
They're so
million
young.
at the end of his deal. They are young.
None of them are 30.
The big ones are Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson. Let's say that they win once more. Does Kevin Durant want to continue on this dynasty or does he want to Kyrie the Golden State Warriors and get the hell out? The same question pertains to Klay Thompson because right now, many on this panel, including Jason Rubin, view him as the 4th most important player on the Golden State Warriors.
Who?
Klay Thompson.
Oh, for sure.
So with all of that being said, Jason, is this the matchup of the future?
The Celtics is more because of Brad Stevens and the actual players there. Whereas I think like what Philly has in place has a higher ceiling in terms of just like individual talent and what Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid can become. But there's still a massive risk when it comes to the injuries. The Celtics have turned, look man, you could put Marcus Smart on 27 other NBA teams. He is not playing like this. I believe it's only the Spurs and Popovich's system and maybe the Warriors and what Kerr has going on there that he looks this good.
That's who? I'm sorry?
Smart, Rozier, Shane Larkin. These are players that are similar to what Greg Popovich has
Shane
built.
Larkin? I haven't heard this man.
He's on that team.
I didn't see him. Oh wow! I didn't see him on. Did he not play last night?
He's on ball. I don't think he played last night, but he's definitely on the team.
Rozier was putting in.
And he's probably in the top 20 in defensive rating too, like everybody else in the Celtics. So I just think that I think Brad Stevens is brilliant, and I think he has a culture there that people want to buy into, players want to buy into, which means players will want to come play for the Celtics and money won't be the most important thing. Besides the fact that unlike San Antonio, it's Boston. Like Philly's a mecca of basketball, but again, a lot of it's hinging on the health. Boston, on the other hand, though, man, that's a place that doesn't matter who you are. You want to play there. That's a team with a ton of history, and I think that he can take Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are playing amazing starters minutes. Like they are, the Bill Simmons stat that he put out yesterday is the most impressive to me. They are below 20th in almost every offensive category. They are first in defensive, first defensive rating. They have the best record in the NBA. Come on, they're winning without offense. How the heck do you win without offense?
Real quick, the other thing that we didn't take into account is the upcoming free agents, of course. So that could change.
Who's coming up? Like KD, technically, LeBron.
I mean, all the stars are coming up. Mainly those
There's like
two.
Chris Paul again.
But yes, Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony.
Who are like the
Dwayne
Paul
Wade, the
Millsaps
Banana
and the
Boat
Al
Cruz.
Horfords, like the guys who are like not on these one-year deals who want to.
Well, Al Horford, as we noted, is going to be in Boston.
I'm just looking forward to the super team myth start to get broken down because, I mean, people said it started with Miami and it didn't, but it started even before the Lakers when they had Shaq, Kobe, and that whole starting five that could do anything they wanted.
Malone and Peyton,
yeah. I mean, so the thing is, I don't think we can say the only one we can guarantee will still be around will kind of be Golden State because they still have that core and they'll keep them if they do. And say KD takes off, they can get someone else that can do what he can do enough that they have enough of the superstars. But I'm a little worried if we start doing things like, okay, everyone has to have this super team. And Boston at this point doesn't look like they're going by that standard. By the way, I don't think it's gonna take them to a championship, at least not right this year or even next. But so because these young guys are gonna get figured out to a degree by the guys, they'll hit their lulls here and there, and who knows how they'll respond. That's all yet to be seen. Same with the Sixers. So it's just a matter of if we get out of this culture of, oh, we have to have a super team in order to win. What's happening in OKC right now? They're kind of trying that in a way, but it's not really working out. You have to get a team together, and that's what Boston looks like now, which I like. But as everyone tries to build these super teams, it's gonna take them out. So it's gonna be this battle of two different approaches to winning a championship. So I don't think we can predict much. Who knows where people are gonna go? Who knows what health is gonna look? Chris Paul he's about to start playing finally.
He played yesterday.
He played last night.
And
we'll shout out to James Harden, who in the Rockets, who scored 90 points in the first half. Anybody see that?
Because exactly. So now what Rockets out of nowhere, not out of nowhere, but
I mean, you don't need to.
They have to be in the discussion.
But yeah, Paul finished with like 10 and 10 yesterday, but he played limited minutes. But like some of the names that aren't being tossed around as much in free agency, DeMarcus Cousins, who should be, technically Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, Avery Bradley, but I think he extended already. Clint Capella, Jabari Parker, Jokic, Nurkic, Aaron Gordon, Rodney Hood, Marcus Smart.
I feel like
Greg
a lot of those
Monroe.
names already got extended.
They probably did. Danny Green. So there's some names. And based on what happened last offseason, everyone gets traded anyway.
So you guys are saying that the Celtics and the Warriors are not like Coach Kerr is wrong? Like
I don't think it's locked in. I don't think we're gonna have Celtics versus Warriors for the next 3 years the way we've had Cleveland and
Yeah,
I agree.
Unfortunately, I think that the Warriors blow out whoever they face in the finals. I think.
Well, what do you think, Denise?
I wouldn't say that it's gonna happen in the next year or two. I agree. The Celtics aren't a team that's, they have a lot of figuring out to do, and the chemistry's just now starting to like boil up and make some sense. But I do agree in the fact that they are a very motivated team. Like they're playing with so much heart just at the start of the season, and they have every odd, I feel, against them, and they're not reacting in the way that you would anticipate them to, and they haven't won a championship in a while. And it's something that I feel like they're constantly aiming for. And though they lost in the conference finals, it's something that I feel like they get so close every year that in the next 3 years, it really might be it with the team that they currently have. And it really, I mean, when I'm thinking of the East, there's not a lot of.
No, it's dreadful.
There's not a lot of options. So they could.
If LeBron leaves to go to the West, it'll be even more dreadful than it is.
So the fact that the Celtics don't have LeBron and they're playing in the way that they are, it's the team in the East that everyone has their eyes on. So is it gonna be the Warriors and the Celtics? I'm saying in 3 years it can.
And depending on what it can be, because this is the thing, this is what I worry about. Again, back to the reason I brought up the super team thing. Are the Celtics gonna buy into it and be like, okay, we have these young guys who have been doing great and we're getting near. Let's bring in two superstars at the end of their careers that want to win a championship, and let's build a super team and throw off what they've been building. I hope not.
They're gonna go get Melo.
And do something like that.
39-year-old Melo coming in hot.
Because as I mentioned to Rick the other day, I don't think LeBron is going west. He may go to the Knicks. He loves Madison Square Garden.
You're just
when
saying
he gets
that
in the
'cause it's
fights,
Stacy's last day. That's okay.
when he gets in the fights at Madison Square Garden, you know what he says?
There's another reason. What does he say? He's the
This
king.
is the best place to play.
Here's the thing.
He's setting him up. He's never said a bad thing about New York.
He's probably not going to New York at 34. He's probably going to New York just like every other superstar player around 38 years old when his knees have gone to complete shit. We signed Chauncey Billups. We have a whole track record of it. Chauncey Billups being one of them. Derrick Rose way past his prime. We can revive Derrick Rose. I would love if LeBron went to the Knicks. Amari Stoudemire had a year. Amari Stoudemire had a great year in New York, and then everything went to shit.